Hello beautiful people, welcome back. Welcome to episode 8, lemon chicken. Oh yeah baby. Alright, let's get stuck into it. Alright, first thing we need to do is make a marinade for our chicken. So we need a cup and a fork. We need 2 large eggs. If you haven't got large eggs, use 3 small eggs. Alright, put them in a cup first and whisk them really well with a fork. Now to that we want to add 4 tablespoons of soy sauce and 4 tablespoons of white vinegar. Mix it really well and set it aside for a minute. Now we need 4 large chicken breasts, okay? We want to get a big bowl out. We want to slice our chicken breasts up into 2 pieces, roughly. So you want to try and get them all the same thickness. It doesn't matter about the shape. It's just the same thickness so you can cook them all like, you know, roughly the same. So you want to get them into pieces like so big, okay? Cut the fat off and get them into pieces this big, alright? Cut the whole lot up and stick it in the bowl. Okay, once our chicken's done, give our marinade a good stir again. Stick it over the top. Mix it all through really well. Stick a Glad wrap over the top of it and we want to put it in the fridge for a minimum of half an hour. Now we want to get 2 spring onions. We want to slice them up nice and thin, put them in a bowl and set them aside because these get sprinkled all over the top after. Okay, so what the plan is here is we're going to deep fry our chicken in a deep fryer and then we're going to make the sauce in a wok and then we're going to throw all our chicken in the wok and mix it all up. So what we're going to do next is I've got a 500 gram bag of cornstarch. So you can get these from the Asian section of your grocery store or from an Asian grocer. Alright, so we're going to open up the bag and we're going to get a freezer bag and put the whole 500 grams in there and then set it aside. Alrighty, now we're going to get our lemon sauce ready. So when we finish doing the deep frying of the chicken and whacking it in the oven, everything's all ready to go. So what we need for it is we need our minced ginger in the jar and we need minced garlic in the jar. Now these 2 we just need to have ready to go when we're about to cook the sauce up, okay? Now in the sauce itself we need lemon juice, honey, real chicken stock, sugar and soy sauce. So the first thing we're going to do is squeeze 3/4 of a cup of lemon juice, and just when you do it, I just use the cheap ass lemon squeezer thingies here, alright? And once I've squeezed it out, when I go to measure it out into the measuring cup, I always use one of these little beauties. If you haven't got one of these little ones, even if you've got a really big ass one, it won't matter, it'll work. But make sure you do strain it, okay? So let's do the 3/4 of a cup of lemon juice first. Now we get a jug and a whisk. We put in our 3/4 of a cup of lemon juice. We want 1 cup of chicken stock in there, 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. Now we need 4 tablespoons of plain white sugar. Now we want to put in 4 tablespoons of honey, little shake of salt. Now we want to mix it in really well and set it aside. Now as a thickener for our lemon sauce, get yourself a cup out and grab our bag of cornstarch and put 4 teaspoons of the cornstarch into the cup. Stick a teaspoon in it and just set it aside until we're ready. Okay, now we're at the stage we're going to get ready to cook. So what I'm going to do first is, traditionally lemon chicken is just served up on its own with spring onion over it, and you would take some out and put it on your plate of fried rice with all your other things. But because I'm only doing the lemon chicken on its own tonight, lemon chicken and rice, plain rice, is absolutely beautiful together. So I'm just going to get my rice cooker out. I'm going to chuck some rice on to cook. Cut up some lemon wedges to put on the side of it, and that's part of it done. So I'll get that on now. Then I'm going to get the wok out, sit it on the stove top so it's ready to go after. Then we're going to get our deep fryer out. I'm going to put 2 litres of canola oil in it and heat it up. Now while that's heating up, get yourself a cookie tray of some sort, whatever sort of tray you can get. And then I've got my cooling rack that I'll sit on top, but if you haven't got one, grab one of your racks out of the oven and sit that on top. So what we're going to do is we're going to deep fry it. Then once we've deep fried it, you take your first batch out, you put it onto some paper towels, and you put your next batch in. While your next batch is cooking, you put this batch onto your oven tray and you put it in the oven at 150 degrees Celsius. That'll keep it nice and hot while we cook all our chicken up, and it will keep it nice and hot while we make our sauce up. Okay, oven's on, trays are all ready to go. Wok's out. Right, we're ready to cook this baby up. Rice is on. Alright, so first thing we want to do is we want to get our chicken out, and we want to open up our corn flour. Now I suggest you only put 8 or 9, 10 depending on how big your cooker is. You want to space them out a little bit, alright? You don't want to crowd your cooker. So we're just going to get our first lot out. So I normally do about 9. Alright, shake it off, make sure you shake off as much as you can, and throw them in your starch mix. Okay, once they're in there, I had a hole in my bag of course, so I just put another bag over the top of it. Alright, once they're in there, open it up, get it so there's a lot of air in it, flick it around. Alright, shake every piece off and into the deep fryer they go. Dust the excess off and in they go. Approximately 5 minutes later, they come out looking like this. The next lot's in. This lot now goes on my oven tray and into the oven, and we just keep going. Okay, finally finished cooking that. Alright, just wanted to show you what it looks like and just how much it makes. So I would class this as 4 good serves, okay? So now we're going to whack it back in the oven, and now we're going to turn our oven off to stop it cooking, and it will stay hot enough while we do our sauce. So put it back in. Alright, the next thing we want to do is you want to get your wok on, and you want to put it in between medium and high. So you want it nice and hot, but we don't want to burn everything. Alright, so in between medium and high. While that's heating up, just get mine on. Turn that off. Alright, while that's heating up, you get our lemon sauce, okay, and just give it another good mix in and have that aside ready to go. Now you want to have your ginger and your garlic with a teaspoon measurement ready to go. Now we've got our starch in our cup, so we want to put 4 tablespoons of water in there now, and we want to mix it up really well, and we are ready to start cooking. Now I've already cut up some lemon and the rice is ready, and we've already got our spring onions ready to sprinkle on the top, so we're all ready to go. First we need 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm just using olive oil today, but you can use any oil that you've got. Now we want to put 1 teaspoon of our ginger in. This is not quite hot enough yet. As soon as it gets hot enough, it will start hissing and sizzling, and that's when it's ready to do the next thing. Alright, and we want 6 teaspoons of our minced jar garlic. Alright, you want to get yourself a flat spoon like this, okay? Mix it all in for a minute. You just want the aromas to go through. It will start popping and clicking in a minute. So just give it, say, 30 seconds. Okay, once you can smell those aromas coming out, we want to slowly pour in our lemon mix. Mix it really well. Okay, now we've mixed it really well, we want to get our whisk back out. Keep that spoon handy. Alright, now we just want to keep whisking it until it starts boiling. Now that we've got it up to a boil, we want to mix our starch and water up really well. Slowly pour it in and constantly stir it with our whisk until we've got it nice and thickened. Alright, get it in there super quick. The whole lot. Okay, start turning it and getting it all covered. As soon as you've got it all covered, you want to take the pieces out and put them straight back onto the tray we just took them off, so they don't go soggy. Alright, so give them a good mix in, and then pull them all out straight back on the tray. Once we've got it all out, oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see that properly. Let's see if I can get, oh look. God, I hate this lighting. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, let's plate up. Okay, rice on first. Then on goes our chicken. Put a little bit of sauce on it. Oh, baby. Oh, take me there. Sprinkle your spring onion over the top. Boom, my friends. You got another awesome meal. Yum. Give it a crack. It is frigging awesome. Alright. Thanks heaps for watching. Up next, the finale. Our last and final in my Chinese takeaway marathon. Fried ice cream. See you soon. Bye.